All right, welcome to the Compliance Weekly for the 7th of May. The first thing we'll do is go through the milestone board and just go through the closed issues. All right, and the first one that we have here is audit all project level merge request approval settings with Hasima and Huzaifa.
I think Josepa verified this
Yeah,
issue.
I'll unassign myself.
Yeah, this is a new audit event. Most of the audit event settings were already covered, so I think only one was missing, which I recently added.
Awesome. And this one's with you, Huzaifa, with add audit events data.
This was adding audit events data to Snowflake. So we integrated with the instance level, the group level, and the project level APIs. I just closed the issue. Although I'm still working on this to actually use pagination for the APIs.
Perfect. The next one was a technical implementation plan from Aaron. So this was something for the software supply chain security working group, which just ended up with our label on it. So great plan if you want to look at what's happening in that working group. Jay has reset pagination on grouping change. I can talk through this one as I reported the bug. So in the adherence report, when you change to group by like either a check or a project, if you use the pagination, it didn't reset, which meant that you could get out of alignment and then the grouping would show no results. So that's now been fixed to reset back. Next two with Hitesh with CRUD APIs for event type filters.
Consolidated group and instance level external audit event destination. So the APIs for event filters are done now.
Fantastic. And was there anything else anyone wanted to talk through in verification, review, or in dev?
Only so I have this AWS destination handler, which is under review, which is under verification, and GCP handler is in review.
Cool. All right, and then next we'll go through the planning issue. So the first one is the custom standards adherence configuration, which is with myself and Huzaifa at the moment. So we have come to the decision to go with the JSON approach for this, and we've got a technical implementation planning issue to try plan that out in more detail so that we can create plans for the next few milestones. That's with Huzaifa now, but probably won't get done this milestone. Next one is multiple compliance framework labels with Hitesh.
I've created a POC MR for all the changes that needs to be done for this in terms of backend. For the front-end changes, only changes. So we are referring to model-related scopes in HTML files. So those needs to be done, which will be very similar to the changes that we are doing in backend files. So I am working on the implementation plan. I have created a rough implementation as well as rollout plan for this, and I'll send it to discuss with the whole team.
Fantastic. Third-party connector with Snowflake, Huzaifa.
Yeah, I just discussed this. So the instance level, project level, and the group level audit events API is integrated. I'm working on using pagination for these APIs.
Perfect. And just to add to that, we're currently trying to get a partnership program, correct me if I'm wrong, Ian, signed so that we can get an account to release this application. So it's all basically ready from our side. Next one is with Sam, the compliance pipeline migration.
Yes, there was no progress this week on that due to other priority.
Hasima, the sales 1.0 work.
Yeah. So I have started the MR in which I'm splitting the tables of splitting the audit events table into 4 new tables. Currently, the MR is created and then I'm self-reviewing it. Soon I will pass it to review. And this milestone, I'm just planning to create the tables and models for the new tables. Yeah.
Cool. Hitesh with the consolidation.
So the AWS handler is merged now and is under verification. GCP handler is under review. There was a minor change that needs to be done, so I did that. Uh, Apart from that, APIs for namespace filters, for group namespace filters is under review. That is mostly approved from both the reviewers, just need the final approval. And then I'll send the instance level namespace filters APIs for review. Then we can move on to streaming. I'm currently working on the streaming to various destinations, and then we can move ahead with the migration of data to new tables.
Perfect. Hasima with the branch protection. Maybe Ilya
Yeah.
might better update.
Yeah, so the last MR is with Ilya and it's in review. I think he can add more comments.
Yeah, actually, we are waiting for final reviews. There were a bunch of very useful feedback from reviewer, which I believe was fixed. And yeah, it would be a tough review, but I hope we will get this last approval within today or tomorrow, so we will fit it in 17.0.
I think MR might get merged in 17.0, but we still have to enable feature flag and then create another MR to default enable it if we want to release it in 17.0. So as there are only 2 days remaining, so should we push the release?
Yeah, I believe if we will have a decision we should take
Well, let's
if
just,
we want to have it enabled by default.
I guess let's wait and see when the MR gets merged and when the actual release cutoff. Because I think the last 2 releases it's been cut off on like the Monday or Tuesday the following week.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, we can always push it if it doesn't quite make it. The comprehensive audit log, yes, so we just got issues that are in progress. Sam, the SAML SSO authentication.
Yes, the mentioned security update from last week is still in the release pipeline. The refactor for require password to approve had a slight change of direction. We noticed we applied the wrong set of deprecation pipelines. So a bit of a change of direction there. We're going to defer the API updates to the V5 or the actual rename and deprecation to V5 for the REST API, and currently working on cutting down the changes so they fit into the first iteration could fit into 17.
Right. And Ilya with the compliance framework follow-ups and the adherence report.
Regarding adherence report, no work was done, and regarding the follow-ups, I believe there are certain in reviews like the default, which will require some love based on production, because when you release feature to production, you quickly realize that at least 5 or 6 groups in production on GitLab.com name it their compliance framework default. Yeah, which creates certain issues, but yeah, they mostly in progress or in review.
Perfect. Was there anything else anyone wanted to discuss on here? No. So we have no design or QA update. Release posts. Share screen. Cool. So we've got the one for the compliance framework to pipeline migrations. So that's based on that update, Sam. It definitely should be pushed out to 17.
Yeah, push to next release. Yeah.
Cool. Third party connected to Snowflake. It sounds like we're basically ready from our side, just the release process who's over.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Cool. And then the last one was that we just discussed was default branch protection options. Oh, that's a mouthful.
Yeah, let's see. Let's hope we will not break the streak. So at least one of these will go to the 70.0.
Come on, team, we can do it.
Yeah.
Was there anything else that we're looking at releasing that we need a release post for that we're missing? No. Cool.
I think so.
All right. We've got no FYs to discussion points. So I'll stop the recording. Everyone wave to the camera.